Welcome to the channel, I'm Jaden Chase, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, the security force is facing backlash after stating how they plan to deal with the Donaldson case moving forward. But nation, if you agree that the force should be focusing on the information being presented by Donaldson's mother herself, and also from neighbors who live in the same apartment complex. I'm going to hear from Donaldson's mother and what the eyewitness told her happened. And they will contain the reason. Look and listen.
4:30 they saw Kathy walking in the apartment with another police woman and a man in plain clothes. And then they hear noise and quarreling and explosions of glasses breaking up. And then that's it. In night, Eyewitness saw a private rubbish truck came to the premises, and Noel and the police woman was seen lifting a garbage bag, a black garbage bag, to the truck. And it was only just that one item, and the truck left the premises.
Neighbors saw that?
Somebody called me from an unknown number, and they said, "Mommy, I am a follower of your daughter because she is a popular social media person. She's also a member of the 876 series TV show." So she was so knowing. And they called me and they said, "Please go to the police because they know what happened to your daughter. Noel and the woman killed your child, and they threw her in a private truck that they called. Let them tell you because they have the footage. They just don't want to tell you." But I went to the Endicom this morning. That's why I couldn't speak to you. And they direct me back to go to the head superintendent. They said he have all the answers that we are looking for. So I must make an arrangement with him and all the family supposed to be there. I don't like the sound of that. They in fact have information, but they want to tell me not alone. They know what happened to my child. In my grill in hunger, and he stepped up on the veranda, and I went out there and I said to him, "How dare you pull in my grill like this? Do you have a search warrant or anything for my child?" And he was like, "Sorry, mommy, man. Sorry, mama. Me call her and she not answer." And that's when I really start telling her, "Donna, you need to get rid of this boy." And the mere fact that he have a girlfriend who is a police from Harper Tree, she just have a baby for him at about 8 months now. Every time she go to the house, the police woman shows up, and they have physical and verbal conversation. And one time my daughter came home with a scar on her neck, and I was like, "Donna, what happened?" She was trying to hide it, but because she's such a bright complexion, I saw it, and I said, "What happened?" She said, Kathy kicked off the door and came in on Noel and her. And she said Noel was in the middle, and Kathy was trying to throw her hand over him, and because of her nails were so tall, the nails dig into my daughter's flesh. And I said, "We are gonna continue going here until this woman kill you because she is a police. She have access to do things." But Donna just never listened. She just never listened. Now I get news from people telling me that a little after.
And truth be told, this is why her mother is so frustrated. because the information being presented to her from people who live at the apartment complex seems to not be the lead that the security force is following. And Miss Lug is clearly wondering why. Because this information being presented to her is not information that the neighbors are unwilling to give to law enforcement. It seems as if statements have been taken and that is just not the lead being followed. We already hear of the report that the team that was to go to the apartment complex and gather the forensic evidence needed to also continue moving forward with the investigation crashed before reaching their destination. Talk to me, nation. Tell me what you think. Comment section open. Now on to the other stories making headlines today. No, nation, this is tragedy. It's almost like a tragedy after tragedy. The situation that took place in Bamboo in St. Ann, the police are now summarizing that a domestic issue might have led to the death of the 3 family members. Superintendent Dwight Powell was quoted as saying, "We are certain, based on what we are picking up from the area, that we will be able to bring a resolution in terms of an investigation in this matter. We are awaiting the forensic evidence, and that is likely to come from the incident," he said. Now, 13-year-old Micah Bonito, his mother, 45-year-old Andrea Rattray, and 50-year-old farmer Lawrence Badal were found deceased at about 8 a.m. Now, the report is that the 15-year-old boy who lives at the house woke up and found his brother and the adults unresponsive with the wounds. Mr. Badal was reportedly seen lying in the settee in the living room with what appears to be the weapons in question. One was in his lap and he was clutching the other in his right hand. Now, investigators say there was no signs of a break-in. So it appears as if this individual took the lives of a mother and her son. This is unconfirmed if the youth was his. And then inflicted the wounds upon himself, taking one life. It is obviously a blessing that either the other 15-year-old was in a different room upon the house, gone to the bathroom or something, why this man never see him as well. But them domestic something. If you notice, we are see a flare up again. You remember when this was a type of fixture on the news? Man and them woman, man and them woman, woman and them man. Now we'll see what take place with Donaldson, where the investigation have shifted from not just saying the boyfriend is the main suspect, but the fact that it's a love triangle and the baby mother might be the main suspect who acted out of jealousy and rage. The saying is, better to have loved and had your heart broken than to have never loved at all. Why Jamaicans find so hard for us move on? Change relationship, continue doing you. The saying is also, what is yours is yours. So if the relationship now work out, obviously the relationship is not for you. With the amount of people on the Jamaican island, why you feel like you can't meet somebody else? Why you feel like if you take the lives of these individuals and then take your own life, the only gift you can buy, well, one off. Feel like Jamaicans have this confused. 2 human beings can reproduce another human being, but we can't give life. I feel like in this day and age, people seem to have little to no regard for the life itself, whether for their own or for others. And that's why them can resort to these type of gruesome situations that we see take place over the news. Well, was a night a man can just get up and just start do them thing to his own family. Talk to me, nation. Tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, just a pass through. Well, quick recap. An eyewitness has told Donna Donaldson's mother, Miss Log, what they heard and what they saw on the nights in question. And she's saying that she's wondering if police are taking these pieces of information into deep consideration. Now, what has taken place in Bamboo, in St. Ann? Law enforcement is theorizing that this might have been a domestic situation. Yo. If you're new to the channel, it's a pass through. Subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reason. Join the discussion. The comment section is open 24/7. Never lucky yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions there. And we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. Now, until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours is, of course, want to live, love, and prosper. And for to stay tuned.